Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about multiplying fractions, and I just want to start with the example of 3/4 times 7/9. So when I am looking at 3/4, what that is really saying is the whole thing is split into 4 pieces and I have 3 of them, and then 7/9, whatever my whole is split into 9 and I have 7 pieces. So I want 3/4 times 7/9. So to figure that out, what I would do is I would multiply together the numbers that are in the numerators. So 3 times 7 gives me 21. And then I do the same thing for the denominators. I multiply together the numbers that are in the denominator. So I get 36. So when I look at this though, 21 over 36, I want to make sure that I can't reduce it at all. So when I look at this, I notice that both of these numbers can be divided by 3. So I'm going to divide both of those by 3. When I do that, 21 divided by 3 is 7. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So my final answer would be 7/12. So taking this same set of fractions here, 3/4 times 7/9, I'm going to draw it instead. So 3/4, drawing my fourths. This is the whole thing split into 4 pieces, 3/4, so 3 of them are colored in. Now to show 7/9, I'm going to take my same whole thing and I'm going to split it in 9 pieces now. So what I have here is 36 whole pieces, or 36 pieces in my whole, and I am coloring in 7 of the 9ths. And if I look at the section where both of those overlap, the section where both of those overlap, that is 21 of the 36 pieces. So 21 over 36. And again, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to reduce it if I can. I can simplify this fraction by dividing both numbers by 3, and we get 7/12. So same final answer whether I draw it or I multiply. Let's look at it one more way as well. This is using what is called cross-canceling. So I'm going to rewrite my fractions a little bit bigger here. I've got 3/4 times 7/9. What I want to look at before I multiply my numerators and before I multiply my denominators is I want to see if I can simplify this a little bit before I do any multiplying. So I want to look at the 3 first, and I want to see, are there any factors that 3 shares with either of the numbers that are in the denominators of my fractions? And if so, I want to divide both of those numbers by it. So 3 and 4 don't share any factors, but 3 and 9 do. I can do 3 divided by 3. So if I do that, 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. I can do 9 divided by 3 also, and 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. So basically, I'm taking this, and I have now made my fractions 1/4 times 7/3. So if I multiply that together, I've got 1 times 7 over 4 times 3, which gives me 12. So you see, again, no matter which way I do it, I end up with 7/12. So just a little bit more about multiplying fractions here. When I am trying to multiply a fraction and an improper number, it doesn't really work out very well. So the first thing I have to do in order to do 2/3 times 1 1/5 is I need to make 1 1/5 into an improper fraction. I need to rename it. So if I do that, I get 2/3, and 1 is the same thing as 5/5. So I've got 5/5 and 1/5, which gives me 6/5. So when I am looking at these fractions, now I can do this with cross-canceling, or I can do this by multiplying my numerators together and multiplying my denominators together. I'm going to go ahead and do cross-canceling again to show that to you one more time. So as I'm looking at this, 2. I'm going to start with 2. So 2 does not share any common factors with 3, and 2 also does not share any common factors with 5. So I know I can't do any cross-canceling with 2, but I'm going to look at the other number that is in the numerator here, the 6. 6 and 3. 6 and 3 do share factors. I can divide both of those numbers by 3. So if I do that, 6 divided by 3 gives me 2, and 3 divided by 3 gives me 1. So this is now saying 2 over 1 times 2 over 5. So 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 5 is 5. So 2/3 times 1 1/5 equals 4/5.